One video I love watching, you talk about, and I've heard you talk about this a lot, but it's the hero's journey.
Yeah, in the spirit of the, we are the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves, and our life story is not our life, it's just our story. There's a beautiful framework created by Joseph Campbell in the 1960s that Hollywood actually used for a majority of Hollywood blockbusters. And the hero's journey is based on 3 chapters. Chapter 1, it's all about me, I. So Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, it's all about him. He goes off in the desert with R2-D2 and C-3PO and pretty much does whatever he wants, yeah? In chapter 2, we start having these crucible moments, these life-altering moments, and they're laced with meaning. So in his case, he comes back and his whole family's been killed by stormtroopers. In chapter 3, he wants to become a Jedi Knight and save the world, yeah? And it's a beautiful metaphor for how we live our own lives. In chapter 1, right, primary school, teenage years, it's all about me, I. I win a race, I get a blue ribbon. Yeah, I work hard at my grades, I get an A. I'm good at my job, I get promoted. We get recognized for achievement, and it makes us feel significant, yeah? In chapter 2, we start having these crucible moments in our teenagers, 20s, 30s, 40s, and they're laced with meaning, and we need to lean into these crucible moments because they're either going to hold us back in our life, post-traumatic stress, or they're going to project us forward, yeah, post-traumatic growth. And we need to get through these chapter 2 in order to get to chapter 3. And when you get into chapter 3 of the hero's journey, life is beautiful, life is free, life is easy. It's kind of where, as Joseph Campbell says, that's where we find our bliss, if you like. And when you move from chapter 1 to chapter 3, it's the journey from I to we. And you realize another one of life's great truisms is that life's not about you. Life's about the impact you can have on someone else's life. Yeah, to care about them, to serve them, to love them, to be interested, not interesting. And when you're in chapter 3, to your point, that's kind of where our purpose gets revealed, that sense of meaning, that sense of fulfillment, that sense of contribution. Yeah. But most of us are stuck in chapter 1 or chapter 2. We think it's about us. Yeah, do something for me, make me happy. And we get caught up in self and craving, recognition of self and so forth. But if you can make sense of chapter 2, these crucible moments, you'll realize that it's not the experiences of our life that determine our life, that shape our life. It's the meaning we put behind the experiences. Yeah, the narrative behind the experiences, the stories we tell ourselves about the experiences. But there's all these hero archetypes, as we call them, that can hold us back from getting out of chapter 1 and shut up, Siri. Get out of chapter 1 and chapter 2 into chapter 3. Yeah, I might be caught up in imposter syndrome, which you've probably heard of. We don't believe we're worthy of this situation or this relationship. I might be caught up in the rationalizer, right, which means I haven't established my values. I'm making excuses, or I'm in denial. I'm rationalizing my life away. I might be the loner, which means I haven't got any mentors, right? I'm too afraid to ask for help. I might be the glory seeker, which is the person who wants to get all the credit for everything, and typically it means I haven't identified my intrinsic motivations, things that really light me up as a person. Or I might be the shooting star, the person who wants to achieve a hell of a lot in a quick amount of time, but leaves a trail of destruction and carnage behind him in terms of his family or his friends or his colleagues. And we all have elements of all these archetypes, Dylan, inside of ourselves, and it's a part of, I guess, that self-reflection, introspection journey to work out, where am I in the hero's journey at the moment? Do I still think life's all about me? Or am I starting to get an inquisitive and interest in helping others and caring for others and serving others? And when that happens, you start to get out of your own sense of self and you start to focus on others, and that's a beautiful place. And that's the journey we're all on.